What's up, SNA fans? This is Super Ninja Austin. Sorry about that. I had to make a second clip of this review of Monday Night Raw. But yeah, without further ado, let's continue. Like with the Judgment Day attacking poor R-Truth, but luckily R-Truth was fighting them off by sending both Dominic right into the upper right corner, JD in the bottom right, and then sending Finn Balor right into the top corner until Damian Priest turned him around and hit a big fist. This is where there was a four-way beatdown on the poor 24/7 champion until luckily Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, aka DIY, came out there and ran the Judgment Day off. But it looks like they have some unfinished business with the black and purple color faction, gothic faction, I should say. But yeah. And then this is where it also been announced that DIY and R-Truth and The Miz will take on all four members of the Judgment Day: Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough, like in an 8-man tag match on the Go Home edition of Monday Night Raw before the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event. And who do you think's gonna win that match? So let me know in the comments down below. But this is where we got a backstage. That's where we got a backstage segment between Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes, because the American Nightmare then ran into him. This is where he shook his hand. This is where he's like, hey, Sammy. And this is where Sammy was like, yeah, what's up going on with your back in this, like in the hallway, like with Sammy getting ready for his match against Nakamura. And then this is where he's like, thank you. And this is where Sami Zayn's like, what are you thanking me for? And this is where he's like, from the beatdown that shit, from helping me with that beatdown with Drew and Shinsuke Nakamura like last week when it was in a 2-on-1 disadvantage. But yeah, that's where when Sami Zayn came out there, like after the show went off the air last week with Sami Zayn, with Sami Zayn going out there when it was Shinsuke Nakamura and Drew McIntyre was double stomping on Cody, like typical, like multiple heels would do, like to the hero babyface. And then the underdog babyface came out, which was Sami Zayn, came out. Sami Zayn went out there and frightened them off. And then this is where it leads to Shinsuke and Sami Zayn, which I'll say, but also the real reason why they did, because Shinsuke Nakamura was on the Titantron, like sending Sami a message that he wants to face him on tonight's Monday Night Raw. And then he got what he wanted at the end of the night, of course. But we're gonna talk about that in just a moment at the end of this video. This is where we got. But anyway, we got back into the backstage segment. This is where we had with the Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes. Like this is where Cody Rhodes was like, obviously I heard what you said earlier on that pre-tape interview with Jackie, and then you are not the only one like who believes in yourself. Like I believe in you too. Like, and more importantly, they all believe in you too. Like. Sammy, and then this is where Sammy's like, I appreciate that. This is where he tried to offer him a handshake, but rather he gave him a big hug, Sami Zayn, right onto Cody Rhodes. This is where we they continue to hype up the main event match for of tonight's Monday Night Raw. But let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts on the matter. But let's move on to the next slide, which was Becky Lynch when she got out into the ring and got a microphone. This is where she was like, "Hello, everybody in Lexington." This is where she like. And then she was like, the man has came around like in your town at Lexington, Kentucky tonight. And this is where fans were very excited and very happy to see the former Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion. This is where Becky Lynch pointed out a sign, like, which I'm not sure if that was, I'm not sure if it was part of the script or not, which I would say it's likely that it was not part of the script, but she would like to have fun with it, like to have fun pointing it out anyways. But she was like, I couldn't help but notice the sign right here, like that says, like like which she said, like Richard Reed said, like I guess that like I'll be going to prom in 2034, like which is a decade from now, like but this where which is the fan like cracking up with Becky Lynch reading it, like because that was probably the highlight of the night, like for him being as an attended fan in on tonight's broadcast of Monday Night Raw. But anyways, is where Becky Lynch went on to continue to state into her promo. So it has been a crazy ride. Like it's been wild. It's been confusing at time and time. Like it's been all predictable. Like and I love that about this industry. And that's where fans are like, yeah, like well, not very wild, but just decent. And this where Becky was like, I totally love this business. Like I really do. Like, and I was absolutely 15 the first time I stepped foot in a wrestling ring, and I have been the most obsessed like ever since. Like then, and he's like, and that obsession like is like been absolutely great. Like at times, like most of the times, if I'm being completely, like he's the reason and I guess the reason why I got the chance to travel around the world and the reason why I'm in front of you fine people, like, and also the reason I became the first woman to main event WrestleMania. And, and, and it's just like, and it's also it's also been the great, like, the, what she said, like, next, it was, it's the reason why, yeah, that's right. She was like, it's the reason of this girl that failed gym class and still managed to be the first ever want to be as one of the first one of the first women to ever main evented WrestleMania, and and it is why I have and it's also the reason why I have my husband and my daughter, which yeah, obviously is current world heavyweight champion, and her daughter Rue, like which she remind everybody she's 3 years old now because I believe she was born between the end of 2020 or the beginning of 2024. And then she also responded to a fan when a fan said that they love her, and this is where Becky Lynch said, "I love you too." And I was like, "Don't give your hopes up, Marks. Like you, Marks, I should say, yeah, make that a plural, I believe, yeah, because it was more than one, like which I would say because it sounds like a couple of fans say that which yeah she responds to I love you too and I was like don't give your hopes up Marks like she didn't mean by she loves you in that manner like besides she's with the current world heavyweight champion to this day. But this is where we got Becky Lynch then continue on the promo after saying that she was like and she was like, yeah, like, but I have to have some very difficult conversations with her. Like at this point, like my mother's faces are busted open and bloody. I had to explain to her like why I can't pick her up because I have a separated shoulder. I had to explain why her daddy wants to fight Maui, like or whatever may be, like which Pat McAfee was cracking up when Becky Lynch point that out that Seth Rollins wanted to face The Rock by using some obvious subliminal messages. But this is where Becky Lynch was I like she was like, I am going to and she was like, I'm also going to the elimination, and she's gonna see my face smash against the steel, and she gonna see my body bruised and broken, and also going to see the brutality that her mother is capable of doing. Like, and fans were like, yes, like, and we know you can do it. And I was like, agreeing with the fans. I was like, yeah, like, she's been my number one prediction when it comes to who's going to face Rhea at WrestleMania. She comes into mind, like, in the Raw, at least in the Raw division. Like she beaten every single woman, like, except for Becky Lynch. I'll say maybe Liv Morgan, but most importantly, Becky Lynch. That's because she never had a chance of facing her one-on-one from the past months. So yeah, that's how we know that she haven't even beat her, let alone stepping foot in the ring in a one-on-one manner. And this is where Becky Lynch was but this is where she continues do or even subreddit, but yeah, they're very obsessed with how attractive they look. Yeah, but that's what they look like. You would say that you want to be with someone like her, but how would you fit into their category, and are you sure if they're in your league whatsoever? How do you know if they're not out of your league? But that's a story for another day. We're not going to talk much more about that. We're just going to continue what Becky Lynch had to say on this promo. We're moving on, continue saying, and this is where Becky Lynch is and also for you being mommy lovers, y'all think that nobody cannot beat mommy, do you? And fans are like, no, not really. And this is where fans were chanting, mommy, 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 repeatedly until Becky Lynch got back on the microphone. This was so whether if you love her or hate her, or whether you love me or hate me, I want to take a moment, make it a little toast here. You know what? Give me a drink. Which she asked the cameraman, which the cameraman gave her a large cup of lemonade. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, because it was yellow and it was the lemonade was in a restaurant kind of cup, like a plastic restaurant cup that she was holding on her hand. She was like, I want to make a quick job of earning the wild ride that we're about to go on and then on the road to WrestleMania. So everybody, if anybody got a drink or if you have some popcorn, heck, if you have a fist, I want to raise it in the air, and this is where she raised her cup in the air, and making a huge toast to the Rhea Ripley in her dominant title reign. This is where she said, "This is for Rhea Ripley, and enjoy your last few weeks as champion, because because I'm going after you as soon as I go through all five of the." Five other participants in the Elimination Chamber match, and she was bottoms up, and this is where she drank at least a quarter of her lemonade. This is where Nia Jax came out and kind of interrupted her. She was like, "Oh my God, that was very touching." She knew he was about to cry, which just tells me that she was fake crying, and not because the great one thinks, and not because I think the great one thinks so, but because it's obvious. I don't see no real tears, and I don't see no already emotional, irresistible force, she's, or should I say, already emotional Nia Jax, I should say, or at least her last name, of course. But this is where she was I. And this is where fans were chanting, "You suck, you suck, you suck," repeatedly. This is where she was if my mom was half the if my mom was half the woman that she you are right now, I'll be absolutely lucky right now. With her fake emotional voice. And then this is where the fans even agreed, and they're boo, boo, we're not buying this bull sugar honey iced tea. And even if they did say that, they didn't say sugar honey iced tea. They said the word that stands for it with the first initials on the name, the first initials of the I'll say these nice, sweet, refreshing, cold drink that you would love to have in a hot summer day, and especially at the beach. But anyway, this is where we got Nia Jax my God, you're gonna win that match at Elimination Chamber, but Rhea Ripley is not going. But before I talk about that, I say she said you're gonna win that Elimination Chamber match, and I know it for sure. There's no doubt about it. And about the passion and that drive that for your little girl Rue. There is absolutely nothing. And this is where fans you're faking. We're not buying it. You suck. And this is where she was you're definitely going to WrestleMania, Nia. I mean, not Becky, yeah. And this is where she started sniffing her, sniffing her, her sniffing of I'll say not sadness, but yeah, with emotion, I should say. This is where, and she's just like me, like me, with nothing's gonna stop me of not even Rhea Ripley herself is going to stop me from becoming the women's world champion and seeing you at WrestleMania. And she was like, and at WrestleMania, it's going to be you versus, like, and this is where, before she can even say that, Rhea Ripley came out there. This is where Michael Cole hilariously said, like, not if mommy have something to say about it. I was like, more like, not if she have anything to beat about it. Even though it's not a better punchline, no pun intended. Even though, yeah, it's not, I should say it's not a better punchline, but yeah, no pun intended. But it still makes sense because she just ran out there. This is where she was given Nia Jax a beating, but Nia Jax still hit her with a big running clothesline, like and she even placed her right into at first it was like Nia Jax then send Rhea Ripley right onto Becky Lynch in the upper right corner, which she was in the side trying to drink the rest of her lemonade. But unfortunately, that got spilled out as soon as Nia Jax crushed not only Rhea Ripley, but her along with dropping her lemonade, which she did not take that lightly because nobody does not make her drop her favorite beverage of all time. And this is where she hits Rhea Ripley with a clothesline, but Becky Lynch then got some redemption and drop kicked Nia Jax right out of the ring. And then this is where Becky Lynch was like, what are you going to do now, Irresistible Force? This is where she went face-to-face to Rhea Ripley. This is where she was like, yeah, it's going to be you and me at the grandest stage. And this is where fans are chanting, mommy, mommy, mommy. And this is where she pushes her right to the side, hit a big boot right onto Nia Jax, sending her right to the left side of the ringside area. This is where Rhea was like, yeah, I'm not forgetting about you. Because I really believe. And then this is where Rhea Ripley was like, and as for you, Nia, like, I'm going to kill you at Elimination Chamber and retain my champion. I was like, let's hope that no one's not phoning the police because that's not exactly what she meant. Like, it's a metaphoric statement of saying she's going to beat her and beat her very bad. And she's going to show why she's known as the Eradicator in the women's division. But yeah, we're just going to find that out from a week from this Saturday, which that's like about 12 days from now, like less than 2 weeks. And I heard that it's going to come on in the early morning, late night, early morning. Should I say early morning, like in the United States, and it's going to be evening already there in Australia. So when I make I just want to let everybody know that when I make my Elimination Chamber review, I'll be watching it like later on in the morning, and then I'll make the review in the afternoon. Like when I do the SNA podcast review, which it will kind of replace WWE, not WWE, the wrestling news, the wrestling news video, yeah, on that Saturday on February 24th. Like if or when I do the Elimination Chamber review, of course, yeah. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below on how you're going to be watching the Elimination Chamber. Are you going to watch it like in the early morning, like way early morning, or are going to wait later on in the morning, or the early afternoon? Which I'll say late morning, early afternoon for me if I watch the Elimination Chamber in any time in the morning. But yeah. But let me know in the comments below for those who's watching at home or watching, like whether if it's the U.S. or outside the U.S. or even that's going to be paid attendance in Perth, Australia. And how excited are you for this premium live event? Let me know in the comments down below. But I'll be making a review at the same time when I do my wrestling news review. So I'm going to be watching, Elimination Chamber, and I'm going to review it as soon after I get done watching it. Yeah. And tell you how I thought of Elimination Chamber, on if it was good or bad or anywhere near that, which I doubt will be anything bad. I think it's going to be leave us tune in to wait and see what's going to happen next and on the road to WrestleMania. But let's move on to the next slide. We got a backstage interview with Jackie Red. This is where we got another backstage interview with Jackie Redmond, which this time was none other than the Scotsman, Drew McIntyre. This is where she reminded the Scottish Warrior that he has a match with the American Nightmare. This is where he warned him not to insist of having this match because you may not be lucky, just like CM Punk. With him saying, this is where he's like, but before he gets to that, this is where Drew McIntyre was he did the right thing, right thing of deciding to finish his story, and then everybody back here and everybody online saying that the reason why I encourage him to choose Roman Reigns is to get an easy get an easy way in of facing Seth Rollins for his World Heavyweight Championship. Like, no, that was not the case at all. Like, I'm the underdog here. Like, I deserve that shot, but it had nothing to do with me trying to pressure Cody of facing Roman Reigns. Which I'd say he's right in a way, because Cody would have not faced. I mean, he's not facing him just yet. I mean, he's still regardless, he still would have chose Roman Reigns over Rollins for the fact that he has unfinished business with the Tribal Chief, and he's trying to slay him and dethrone and take everything from him, including the Undisputed Championship. So yeah, he's right on one thing about that, even though it kind of is true about Drew McIntyre doing it for him, getting a benefited shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. But why not? What else Drew McIntyre's going to do at WrestleMania if he's not going to face Seth Rollins? He could be the number one contender, which I believe he will. I believe the original plan was supposed to be CM Punk, but it looks like they got to change plans with Drew Mc. But even though it was rumored that Cody Rhodes was supposed to play Seth Rollins and we'll have The Rock versus Roman, but it looks like those plans fell through with Cody versus Rollins because I believe most of the reasons because the fans doing the "We Want Cody" movement on all over social media with the hashtag "We Want Cody." But yeah, back to the interview with Drew McIntyre saying ask yourself who's the bad guy here? He should be thanking me right now rather than trying to fight me. Everybody's Drew fans say Drew wants fans and people in the locker room that Drew wants Cody and Drew wants the reason why Drew wants Cody to face Roman so he can face Rollins, and he's like I'm the underdog. I beat AJ Styles the most one of the most gifted individuals in this business. So if the opportunity was handed to me, I wouldn't have to beat him in order to be on my way to receiving this opportunity and facing 5 men in the most dangerous matches in all of WWE. I'm gonna do this the right way, the Drew way, the way he wanted to be earned, earn the shot at the World Championship. And Cody, please reconsider of having this match with me, because you really don't need this. In this journey, there's two things that you should be doing: being in my prayers, and 2, fighting me one-on-one. Because you may not make WrestleMania, just like CM Punk. And this is where he did an evil grin. I was like, wow, you didn't have to be so crucial like that. How do you know if he just want to fight you just to be just to get ready for his match against Roman Reigns and not have nothing against you, other than you attacking him just because he didn't immediately challenge Cody Rhodes. I mean, not Cody, challenge Roman Reigns. How dumb am I? I mean, Roman Reigns. On how he should be challenging for Roman Reigns and his title, which I wouldn't blame Cody for getting some justice for that. But after that, he's going to set his full focus on the head of the table. And this is where they keep advertising that we will see the return of The Rock and Roman Reigns. Let's hope it won't be much of an often thing. Every 2 weeks, we're going to see the return of The Rock and Roman Reigns, which hopefully this is going to be once until like in the next couple of months. We don't see this, until then, like anytime after WrestleMania. Like with them staying as a duo, I suppose. But this is where we got I'll say perhaps the third match of the night, which was not third match, I'll say